Today, we're going to dive into these 3 cleaning routines for homeschooling moms. You're going to learn why one routine just isn't enough, how each can fit perfectly into your day, your week, or your month, and how all this can make cleaning easier than ever. All right, so I used to be a preschool teacher in high school. It was actually a class that we got to take. And once we were done, we became certified preschool teachers. Throughout the day, the kids are constantly moving and making mess and leaving things behind and not putting the books away. It was crazy. The amount of mess that 13 2-year-olds can make in 1 hour was crazy, let alone the amount of mess that they could make for a whole 8-hour childcare school day. We needed to tidy up after them. So after every lesson or activity or craft, we would take just a few minutes to clean up and straighten up right after them. We'd put back the books, we'd put away the snacks, we'd straighten up the desk. We were constantly tidying up after them. It was built into the routines, so it would be like morning snack, then tidy time, then circle time, then tidy time. It was built into our routines. It became natural. It became a habit that you didn't even have to think about, and that the kids were fully aware this was just what we did. And so in the same way, you can adapt this same mentality in your home. It's about quick, effective actions to reset the house. April from Do Learn Become talks about resetting a room and how her family grew up with this mentality. You reset a room before you leave. So anytime they were about to leave a room, she would tell her kids, okay, let's reset the room. They would automatically know to reset it back to the way it was before they left the room. But how do we make this easy? The tidy routine is about short, quick wins. And so it is important that it is easily implemented. The best way to make sure that this happens is to declutter. By not having as much things, it's much easier to put things away. In the same way, just like April, training is absolutely necessary. We must train our children, take that moment to turn them around and say, how can we reset this space before we go to bed? How can we reset this space before we leave the house? Training them to think in that way so they reset before they leave a space. Another thing that is super important when it comes to a good tidy routine is a place for everything and everything in its place. It's super important to have a home for all the things in your house. Now, that, speaking from experience, as I just moved into it, just moved in, it's been like a year and a half. But with all that said, I completely understand the overwhelm that it can be to try to find a place for everything and everything in its place. It really does take a lot of time and a lot of intention. But once you have it, it is the gift that keeps on giving. Another way you can adapt is by having a 10-minute tidy spread out throughout the day. So you can have a quick 10-minute pickup in the morning prior to starting school, a quick 10-minute pickup in the afternoon after lunch, and a quick 10-minute pickup before bed. And so that is another way that you can adapt this tidying mentality. Now, for me, this does not come naturally. I am not a natural, constant cleaner, tidy person. So I have to be very intentional about planning this and making it happen by setting alarms, and Alexa reminds us, and different things like that. But let me know in the comments, are you a naturally tidy person that's just constantly picking up? But as my mom always says, just because something is tidy doesn't mean it's clean. So my mom is by far one of the cleanest people that I know. She can show up to any spot or any place, and to me, it will look like a perfectly clean place and she can spot like the handprints on the glass or the baseboard that hasn't been wiped or the fan blades that have some dirt in it. It's very, very fun to be her daughter. But all that to say, because I was raised in that type of environment, I've always felt like just because something is tidy doesn't necessarily mean it's clean. So whether it's daily, weekly, monthly, you need some sort of cleaning routine, something in which you can get a deeper clean in your home. So daily tidy looks different in different seasons, in different homes. So for example, my friend Katie from Life in the Mundane, we both do cleaning differently. Because she's got older children, her tidy routine tends to be a little bit deeper in the sense that they vacuum quickly during the tidy routine, or they can quickly wipe something down during their tidy routine. My tidy routine is more of a pickup and put things back where they go. It doesn't really jump into that surface level cleaning that's needed, while hers does. And so she can get by with what she calls a Saturday cleaning. And so on Saturdays, they do a deeper cleaning, and she's got 3 teenagers. So they get in there and they do a deeper cleaning, and she's got one in each room, and they're just really getting in there and getting it done. Now for me, my oldest is 12 and my next is 9, and don't get me wrong, they can clean, but it's just not the same. And so, like I said, our pickups are usually just putting things back in their place, not necessarily getting that vacuuming done, getting that wiping down done, getting dishes done. It's not necessarily that. And so I have a daily cleaning routine. So daily we zone clean. So we take about 30 minutes every single day and we divide and conquer, and my oldest gets the basement and my 9-year-old, she gets the living room, and I get into the kitchen. One of the babies does the hallway and the other one does the dining room, and we do a deeper clean. If you have younger kiddos, make sure you subscribe, because I will be doing a video talking more about how you can do a deeper cleaning routine on a daily basis with younger children. And so that's what we do for 30 minutes a day, and that's our cleaning routine. So you've got a tidy routine, you've got a cleaning routine. What's the other routine? Ain't that all the cleaning we need to do, Wendy? Well, there's one more very important cleaning routine. My oldest used to have a Thomas the Train blanket. This blanket, he carried it around everywhere, y'all. I'm talking to the park. It built forts in our living room, went to church. It went everywhere. And I was constantly dusting it, taking grass out of it, taking crumbs out of it every single day. But every once in a while, it would need a deeper clean. And for those hours, sometimes hour and a half, depending on the washer, we would dread it because we had to take Thomas away for that moment. But it needed a deeper clean because we had to do a good job at taking care of it, because it was something that's so special to him. It was such a cherished part of his childhood. I knew that this is something that I'm going to want to frame for his wife later on. And believe it or not, Thomas the Train's still here. In the same way, having a deep cleaning routine is crucial for the maintenance of your home. And it's how you are a good steward of your home. It's about getting to that deeper level. It's about getting to it's about getting to them fans, y'all. It's about wiping down that baseboard. It's about getting inside that oven and pulling the refrigerator out and getting behind and just making sure that you're being a good steward of what the Lord has given to you and taking care of your home and your blessings in these things. It's also an opportunity to address clutter that's accumulating in different areas of your home that you didn't even realize. And so having a deep cleaning routine is really, really good. Now, this can be done in a number of ways, and in different seasons and for different people, I have seen it done in a number of ways. Now, for me, this is a weekly deep cleaning routine that we do every Saturday, where we dive into the nitty-gritty of things. But for my friend like Katie, it can be a spring clean, a fall deep clean. It could be a quarterly thing. It doesn't necessarily have to be a monthly thing. The best way to do a deep cleaning routine is to go through different areas and different aspects of your home and really sit down in that room and say what needs to be done in that room from top to bottom. Really like a thorough evaluation of the room. And then take those different tasks and say, well, that's more of a tidying thing. That's more of a weekly cleaning routine type thing. And that's more of a deep cleaning type thing. And so what you'll end up seeing is that when it's time for you to go deep clean a room, you're not tidying it because you have a tidy routine. And when it's time for you to go clean a room, you're not deep cleaning it because you have a deep cleaning routine. And so it makes cleaning easier. Now, knowing these 3 cleaning routines is great, but it means nothing if you don't have no time to actually do your cleaning routines. If your day is jam-packed and your to-do list is never ending, then check out this video right here where I talk about the 5 steps you need to actually finish your never-ending to-do list.